Happy Sunday, guys. And we are 6 days out from show number one, and it's blowing my mind. I can't believe how close it is. Like, I'm like putting everything over here to start like packing up what I can. It's insane. Anyways, we're doing check-ins this morning, sending them to my coach, and we're doing check-ins right now like 3 times a day. So yeah, lots of feedback, which is great. So I am doing my morning check-ins obviously right now, because it's the morning. Let's do some check-ins and see where we're at. All right, check-ins are done. We came in at 123 today, which was a new low that I had a couple weeks ago that we're back at. So that's exciting. Yeah, like I mentioned, we are doing check-ins like 2-3 times a day now moving forward. And my coach just sent me this peak week document here. It's 12 pages, which I am very thankful for. I'm one of those people where I'm like, give me every single detail. But it's still overwhelming. It's a lot. I'm really excited though. Everything at this point is measured. Obviously my macros have been measured from day one, but now sodium is the exact same every day. Potassium is the exact same every day. Water is the exact same every day. Yeah, it's just like a meal plan at this point. Every meal is the exact same. All the foods are the exact same. But tomorrow will be one of my last really heavy training days. Tuesday, we're gonna start to go a little bit lighter, and then Wednesday's a day off. Thursday's even lighter than that. So we're getting there. The plan is to drive down to Florida on Friday morning, and then we have check-ins that evening at 6 for the show, and then Saturday's show day. Yay! So it's so crazy how quickly this prep is gone, and honestly, like how much of a breeze it's been. I mean, there have been really hard parts for sure. But compared to the last prep I had, oh my gosh, this is a million times better. A million times better. The first show that I did, granted my coaches didn't know at the time, I didn't know at the time, but I had PCOS, and so my body does not respond well to high intensity training or lots of, crazy cardio, things like that. And so I was running. Also, I don't know why they made me run, because running is not good for muscle mass to maintain it. But anyway, they had me running 6 miles a day by the end of prep. I was eating about 1,100 calories total. And I was in the gym for about 3 to 4 hours a day, 6 days a week, doing HIIT workouts on top of that. Like, it was just a recipe for disaster for PCOS, and my weight was not budging because of that too. So it was rough. I remember there were days I'd go to the gym and I would be in tears just trying to foam roll. Anyways, thankfully we are not at that point now. We are cruising. We're having fun. I still have some energy, and even with 3 jobs, it's been manageable. It's very hard, but it's manageable. And yeah, I'm excited. Like, we're definitely in a good spot physique wise. Like, the waist is getting there, leaning out everywhere. I feel ready. The biggest thing I need to work on is confidence for stage, but that's why we practice posing so much. I'm doing it every day, multiple times a day. I'm about to shower, go to the gym, get some steps in, and do some posing practice there. So I won't bore you with any more of my chatting for now. All right, guys, we just finished some cardio at the gym, and we got this new
I guess, recovery room here at the gym. And so I'm going to do some leg compression therapy for my legs. I don't know if this is going to set up. Here we go. Because they are pretty inflamed. So got these sleeves here that I'm going to use. All right, I'm just going to sit here for about 15 minutes. My legs are slowly starting to puff up. But this is kind of like just like a big blood pressure cuff basically for your legs. Helps with some inflammation, blood flow, things like that. And my legs are sore and they're tired. I'm doing 3 leg days a week right now. And so they're always extra tight, extra just like inflamed and sore. So gonna use this today. This is probably gonna be the only time I'm gonna use compression therapy this week, just because it's peak week. I don't want to mess with too many variables. But yeah, it should help me feel a little bit better today.
All right, we have basically forgotten to film all day. So I'm leaving the dog park now with Tucker over here. Luke and his mom are getting some food at a restaurant right now, and then we're gonna head back to the house. I'm gonna make some chicken, sweet potato, and avocado for dinner as my final meal. But my coach messaged me today after I sent her my check-ins, and we're gonna start carbing up tomorrow, which I'm so excited about. Yeah, I need it. I feel like a zombie. More energy than I thought I would have, but I still feel kind of like, what's going on? So it kind of feels like it's 2 a.m. at all times, basically. It's always in the middle of the night for me. But anyways, I'm excited. It's gonna be a really fun week. I'm gonna try to film, more throughout peak week so that you have an idea of what things look like. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna be packing, and we'll go from there. But I think that's what all I'm gonna do for today, since it is Mother's Day and I want to spend some time with my mother-in-law. So yeah, gonna sign off for today. All right, so much for me filming as much as I could during peak week. Yesterday, Monday, was a blur of a day, to be honest. I am just grateful I survived it. I did film a little bit of my last intense leg day, so I'll include a little bit of that here for you to see. It was tough, but we got it done. Today, Tuesday, I did an upper body day, but it was 30% less intensity than what I normally do, which I was told to do. And it honestly felt great. Like, sorry, I just did more check-ins for my coach, so that's why I'm wearing this. It felt great. The goal was just to get like a good pump, still kind of feel a good burn, but without like going overboard, and still, prioritizing some recovery. I do have my last posing session today at 5, so in like an hour and a half. This week has been, there's so many emotions. I am excited, obviously, because it's finally here. The show is on Saturday in 4 days. But it's been so overwhelming. Like, work has been hectic, getting my own workouts in, prepping my food. I'm keeping track of my sodium every single day, making sure it's the exact same number every day, as well as potassium and my water intake. And so it's just been a lot. mentally to keep track of so many things, plus checking in 3 times a day, getting all my steps in, packing, and getting things for traveling on Friday for the show. And I feel like I'm gonna have a breakdown. I probably had 5 hours sleep last night just because of stress, and it's not good because especially peak week, you need good sleep and recovery. So that's where we're at. I'm trying to sit down now to film this to relax a little bit, kind of turn my brain off, because yesterday I think I had maybe 10 minutes to sit down. Every minute has to be on track, and if a minute is off, like, the rest of my day's screwed at this point. So it's, yeah, a lot. But we're managing, getting through. Everybody at work has been so nice, and my clients even are like, I'm so excited for you, you're gonna do great. They're cheering me on, which has meant so much. So yeah, the rest of the week should be pretty chill. I've got a rest day tomorrow, which I might do some like yin yoga or something to just kind of decompress. And then Thursday we're doing like a light full body day. Same thing on Friday, and Saturday show day. So yeah, it's exciting. I made a TikTok this morning talking about dark chocolate, or anything that you tend to crave as like a less nutrient dense food. So at the gym where I work, I'm obviously training people, but I'm a nutritionist as well. So a lot of times we have nutrition sessions where we just chat, see where they're at, and see where we can help make adjustments to help make sure they're reaching their goals. And all the time I have clients say, I can't keep chocolate or chips or ice cream in my house because I'm gonna overeat it and I can't stay on track and I just binge on it, so I just literally can't be anywhere near it. And I always share with them this story, so I'm gonna take my heels off. They hurt. I used to struggle with an ED. I had really also had a hard time with keeping certain foods in my house because I'd be scared to overeat them when I was always in a very hungry state, because I would just not eat. And when I was working through recovery and with a dietitian, I would tell her that and say, like, listen, I can't have chocolate, I can't have Reese's, like, they're my favorite things, Oreos, all these different, treats. I was like, I can't keep them around because I'm gonna overeat them. And she said, Stephanie, what I want you to do is to enjoy it. Eat them as much as you want. Do not limit yourself. And I was like, I'm sorry? What? That doesn't sound healthy. And she said, trust me, just do it. Just eat it and eat it and eat it until you don't want it anymore. And I was like, okay. And so I got Reese's peanut butter cups because I was obsessed with those, and Oreos at the time. And I just ate them and ate them and ate them and ate them for days. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is not good. Like, I panicked. I knew it wasn't healthy. I was like, I'm gonna put so much weight on. But I kept doing it. And over time, I realized I had this like scarcity mindset around certain foods. And I was like, okay, maybe that was just to like take that panic out of my mind, and it worked. And so what I do now is, like, I'm obsessed with dark chocolate. I love it. I keep it in my plan every day. I put a square, like just 20 grams of dark chocolate, but it's there every single day. And as a result, that scarcity mindset of like, oh my gosh, we're never gonna have this again, we need to eat as much as we can because it's not gonna be there tomorrow, is gone. Like, I know it's gonna be in my plan the next day. I literally enjoy it in the mornings, like first thing. And I feel satisfied after that little bit because I know I get more tomorrow and it's still gonna be around. I don't need to like panic. It's not going anywhere. So even in prep, like, I make sure to have something fun like this in my diet. And that's also why I love macros, because you can put it in your plan and build everything else around it so you make sure it fits. As long as those numbers end up where they need to be at the end of the day, it's okay. So just thought I'd share that tip. If you feel like you're struggling with keeping certain foods in your house or overeating, like put a little bit in your plan every day and just remember, okay, it's gonna be there tomorrow. I'm gonna have it again in a couple hours. And that should help over time. Let that scarcity mindset slowly dwindle away. At first it is hard. Like you're gonna wanna have more than what you put in your plan. And you just gotta trust yourself and remember, okay, tomorrow I'll have more. Tomorrow I'll have more. And it'll always be there. So hope that helps. It's officially Wednesday. I am in the process of cooking up some chicken. I just diced a ton of sweet potatoes, keeping them refrigerated and frozen so that they're ready to go for the drive on Friday. It's so crazy, so close. I am just trying to do everything I can to get ready as early as possible. So I have over here some bags with some things which we can go through to see what I'm bringing to the hotel, the show, everything. This is definitely not everything here, but some of the food stuff I have packed. Of course, rice cakes, tons of rice cakes. And then I did sneak these in case I get a little fun thing to have after the show. If you know, you know, Lay's ketchup chips. And I had these as a kid in Canada whenever we would visit there, because that's where I was from. And they're incredible. They do not sell them in the US. My dad was in Canada the other month and he literally brought them back for me because I was like, please, I need ketchup chips. But I haven't been able to have them. But if we can sneak them in after the show, you better believe I'm gonna have some. Okay, rice cakes. I do have some Gatorades, the regular and then the zeros, just in case we need to add some electrolytes in, anything like that. I have peanut butter for easy access to fats, coconut water for some potassium in case we need some there. I also got these little salt and honey packs in case we need to put any on rice cakes, things like that while we're at the venue. It'll just make things so much easier and space saving to bring those. And then my coach did say to have something like this ready for a pump up for backstage. She gave options of like Reese's, Snickers, different things, and we're going to Reese's all the way. Big fan of those. So that's what's in the food bag. And then I do have another bag over here that is not full yet, but it's gonna have, you know, things like a blanket to sit on backstage, as well as sheets, black sheets for the hotel bed because the tan gets everywhere. And on that note, I got these slippers to wear backstage and to walk around in so I don't get tan on the floor, and then I have something to walk on so it's not too dirty. I'm also gonna be sleeping in long black pants and a long sleeve black shirt to not get tan everywhere and mess it up with wrinkles and whatnot. So yeah, it's a whole thing. I'll go over more of what I'm packing and bringing backstage later on once I get there. I'm a little behind at the moment. For now, I'm focused on food, getting that ready for tonight, tomorrow, and the weekend. And then tomorrow will be more like packing, clothes, everything else. And the tan starts tomorrow too, which is gonna be interesting. So stay tuned for that. We did not do any workout today, just like a little yin yoga session to kind of relax the mind, which I think was very helpful and definitely needed. I have been so in my head, especially today. I've had a really hard time not stressing because I get so nervous being on stage, if I'm being honest. I'm trying to remember to enjoy every minute and that I deserve to be on stage, even though it doesn't feel like it at times. And that I shouldn't take it that seriously because it really, in the grand scheme of things, doesn't matter how I place. You know, yeah, it would be great to win. It would be great to do well, but it's a win just being able to get on stage and getting through prep, honestly. So trying to have fun rather than taking it so seriously and stressing out. But yeah, I'm excited. I think that yin yoga class definitely helped. Tomorrow we're gonna do like just a full body light pump up at the gym. Nothing too crazy. I'm gonna work a half day tomorrow and get off early to pack, get everything ready, and then Tucker is gonna be staying at my mother-in-law's while we're gone. So I've gotta pack up his stuff, his crate, his food and everything, get him ready to go. He's gonna have a blast there. She's got a much bigger backyard than we have here, so there he goes. Anyways, yeah, I've packed. I found this thing on Amazon for supplements, and so I've started prepping those out as well for the trip because I take a full supplement salad every day, a lot. So this is gonna help prep. Anyways, I'm gonna keep working on the chicken and go from there. It is Thursday evening. We leave for Florida tomorrow, and as you can see, we've got our first coat of tan on, and look at how pale I was. That's pretty sad. We're doing one coat tonight, and then tomorrow we're doing 2 coats of the super dark, and then show day we're doing a top coat. So there's a lot more color to come, which is crazy. But yeah, it is almost 11 o'clock and I gotta be up in a couple hours, which I've been so bad with time management today. I should have started packing way earlier in the week, but it's just been so hectic. Just prepping food and getting everything with work done, and then we had to take Tucker to my mother-in-law's today. So yeah, the room is a mess. There's stuff everywhere. I still have a couple more things to pack, but the tan is done and that's all that matters. Just kidding. Yeah, the plan is tomorrow, wake up early, rinse this coat off, go for like a 2 to 3K step walk, and then eat some breakfast, and then head on the road. We're gonna try to leave around like 7:30, I'm thinking, or 8, and get there around 3. We'll see. I'm gonna take my supplements so I can get sleepy, get ready for bed. See you tomorrow. Good morning. It is Friday morning at 7 a.m. I got up at like 5:30 today. Thought I would be able to sleep in a little bit, but my body is just stressed and there's so much to do. So yeah, hopefully I'll get better sleep tonight, but I doubt it because show day is tomorrow. I woke up, like I said, very early. I did check-ins, showered. That's why my hair is a mess right now. Washed off my first coat of tan. So it's still kind of hovering there. I realized this morning I was supposed to do 2 coats last night and I only did 1. But I'm doing 2 coats of super dark today, so hopefully that'll be good enough. But again, this is a warm-up show. That's what these shows are for. Then had a little bit of breakfast, started doing some devotions, and I'm gonna go on a walk in a minute for 20-30 minutes. Get everything packed up in the car, all the meals out of the freezer in the fridge, and hit the road. It is weird having Tucker at my mother-in-law's because he's normally such a happy little boy in the morning, and I love waking him up because he's all just happy. So, but I'm sure he's having a blast where he is. I didn't wear my watch because of my tan last night, but I feel like it was probably about 4 hours of sleep. I got to bed like really late because of packing and doing the tan and waiting for it to dry, and I did that way too late. If I have time, I might do my nails before we go because I was gonna do that yesterday, but again, ran out of time. It's just wild over here. There's so many things that you have to pack for a show that you wouldn't think about, like gloves. I have to constantly be wearing gloves while I'm there because I can't wash my hands, and if I go to like a public restroom, I can't wash my hands, so I want to wear gloves and stay clean that way. and you have to use it for the tan, you know, just like random food things, even like tons of ground beef, more than I think I would need just in case, chicken, sweet potatoes. I'm bringing my air fryer, so I'm bringing like spray and liners for that. I'm bringing all my supplements, creatine. Yeah, gosh, my voice is like gone because I'm just so tired. We're gonna hit the road soon. I'm excited. I'm so stressed and so nervous that I'm excited for tomorrow to be over so I can relax and have a good night's sleep for once. I'm probably boring you guys because I'm so tired. I'm kind of out of it. Like I said, I'm gonna go get some steps in. Gonna try to do my nails if I have time after that. See you soon. All right, happy day before show. Almost. It's a couple, like an hour until show day. It's a very late night. We made it to the hotel. We're in St. Augustine. Just put 2 more coats of tan on, so I am very dark at this point. We have 1 more coat in the morning. It's gonna be crazy tomorrow morning, so waking up, checking in, doing a light pump up, eating meal 1, which is just gonna be a bunch of rice cakes and honey and peanut butter, then going to get makeup done, then we have the athlete meeting, show starts right after that, so it's gonna be a little hectic. But I'm excited. We just said the final check-in of the evening and I feel like my body's responding really well so far, even with a lot of stress. But yeah, really excited. I am number 44 tomorrow, which is crazy because 4 is my favorite number, so 44 is exciting. We're also staying in room 404 on the 4th floor at the hotel, so that was kind of crazy how that worked out. We had a really fun evening though after athlete check-ins. Came back here, I went to the gym for a couple minutes, then rushed back, and then we went out to eat. I brought my meal and Luke had jambalaya at this restaurant. We were able to go right on the water at this restaurant. It was so nice. So we got to kind of see the ocean for a little bit, be outside in the fresh air, which was beautiful, perfect. And then came back, immediately started the tan prep and getting everything ready for tomorrow. The room is a mess right now, but it's okay. All right, this is the end of peak week vlog. So tomorrow is show day. We'll see if I film or not. I'm gonna try, but it's gonna be very hectic, so I don't know how much I'm gonna get in. But thank you for following along on my peak week. And yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow. We're just gonna do the best we can, have fun, and hopefully get some sleep tonight because I gotta be up in a couple hours. Okay, bye.